Yet another Greenworks tools unboxing and setup here. I swear I'm not paid by these people. I just happen to like the products that I've been purchasing, and happen to be on a pretty good sale, so I suggest you take advantage of those while you still see them on their website. Anyway, so this is something I wanted to get. I have a giant, it's like a 30-inch, about 12 horsepower Brutus, whatever you want to call them, and the thing is probably 15 years old. It's about 250 pounds, kind of hard to maneuver, and you know, the past couple of years, it's only been snowing a few inches. You see, I've been working on my garden, a crap ton of stuff I still have to move and address in my yard. Anyways, that's for another time, but for now, I think this is probably day-to-day. I mean, I have a huge driveway. Maybe I'll give a preview in one of my other videos in the wintertime. Now, this is just the tail end of it. I don't even know, it's probably like 200 feet long, at least 2 car lengths wide. It's all Belgian block. The one issue is pushing that thing around is not fun. And then secondly, you know, it's loud as anything, so kind of thought this, you know, does clear 22 inches versus 30. We should have the batteries. Got a couple extra batteries in my other Greenworks tools. Another thing why is the tool only, didn't have to spend for the extra batteries. So, you know, a couple things to take into account, right? Also, not to bring this giant can of gas. So I think it takes like 2 gallons of gas. You know, fill it up and then actually give it a full run through. And even when you're trying to navigate like a smaller path, like my front path is pretty small. It's not, you know, this wide, and that can be a real difficult thing with a snowblower. You start getting closer and you're encroaching upon hardscape and landscape. It gets messy, right? So I think this will do the job about 90% of the time. If you have that one major, you know, like earth-shattering blizzard, fine, you break that thing out. But, you know, I'm hoping just, hey, for now, leave that in storage. Don't have to worry about it. And we'll give this thing a run. Kind of the pros and cons with this one versus the Ego. The Ego was far more money, and that was kind of the one telltale sign. It's like, all right, and if they probably have the same level of performance, which, you know, reading the reviews, it seems to be, you know, can it throw the snow as far as the Ego? From what I've seen, yes. And then secondly, you know, how long do the batteries last? Is it equipped to handle? This can't handle 8 amp hour batteries, which I'm pissed off about because I have 6 of them for my lawnmower. But I've got a couple 4 and a couple 2s. But yeah, same. I mean, 22 inches. It doesn't. The steel auger is an upgrade on the Ego. This doesn't have a steel auger, I believe. But I mean, unless you're gonna churn through like ice and some significantly thick snow, I'm not doing that with this. I'm just, hey, I get like a 4 or 5 inch dusting, and I don't want to break out the big snowblower. And it'll be really key to see how this thing performs. Kind of heavy. I think it's like 73 pounds in the package. So let's go bust this thing out. Obviously, I can't test it for another 6 months. Thank God. But I've got a scissor. That's what I'm armed with. Armed and dangerous, baby. Let's see. All right. Yeah, I must say, you know, Greenworks done a better job with certain tools. Done a not so great job with some. So I am curious to see, you know, how this thing shapes up. So I have some batteries. I am gonna just run it for the camera to give you an idea of how loud it is, because that's probably the deciding factor, I'd say. Because I'd say I'm getting up at like 7 a.m., 6 a.m. You've got kids, you've got neighbors. Starting up that 12 horsepower. I mean, that thing is loud. You can hear it. I mean, my neighbor's running a power washer today. I can hear that thing all day long. Windows closed, wipes. I mean, I don't want to be that guy. Like, hey, this dickhead's waking up the entire neighborhood because he's decided to use a snowblower at 6 a.m. because he has to go to work or, you know, has to take his kid. Whatever the case may be, right? Like, this thing should be like more of a. It's gonna be noisy, but it's not gonna have that like that traveling like low end grunt that an internal combustion engine has. So that's my hope. It'll be less obnoxious. However, still yet to be determined. So stay tuned. But this is the best version. Although they make a 24 inch, which is 2 inches bigger than this, and it's like $1,800. I'm like, I got this thing for $400. I'm gonna spend 4 times as much for something that's maybe a tad bigger and a hell of a lot heavier. Like, I don't think so. So I don't know marketing wise why they want to just bust that thing out to 30, or perhaps equip it to compete with the best, especially since it costs that much money. So yeah, before I screw up my back, because I don't want to just bend over and like lift this thing up, and they're going to squat. I'm trying to see. All right, so this is connected. All right. There we go. Okay, and here's the chute. I honestly think that's about it. This may be one of the shortest setup videos. And it's funny, so I was doing some research for a family member of mine who was looking to get into either the mower, the snowblower, and the chainsaw. And I found the 80-volt line, they're not pushing as much. There's no sales, and they're not developing as many tools. And you go to the Ego probably has a similar amount of tools, but there's like 30 to 40% more per tool. It's like, what are you getting there? Is it worth the value? Probably not. I'm happy to argue with an Ego owner if they somehow believe that their machine is far superior. Probably not, but hey, have at it. If you want to jump in my comment section and have a YouTube debate, let's go. I am officially a Greenworks fanboy now. It won't last long and cold at all. So for those of you that live in a very cold climate, buy extra batteries or buy a unit that has batteries. And don't try and use your 8 amp hour batteries, because apparently they don't work in here. They don't fit. I am going to try, but the instructions suck as usual, but they're like little tiny graphics of what you need to do. Like, honestly, can't you just dedicate a whole page? Kind of disappointing, but anyways. So it says to take these. These are apparently the middle and the quick connectors. You go boom. I like that feature, so you can readily store this thing away and just tuck the. My mower has the same. I can keep it in a corner of my shed, real easy. This doesn't want to bolt. Okay. Where does this thing just bolt right to here? It does. Nice. All right. I think I've got this in position. And that's pretty cool. I do wonder if I can kind of rotate it because I'm tall. I don't know what this does, but I see. Oh, that just tightens it. Oh, I see. Yeah, it kind of has to bolt. It's only that one option. You can't really. It is what it is. It'd be nice if there was some adjustability, but no can do. So for these, I think you want to hand tighten. There's really no need for the chute. Yeah, I'm going to use a wrench for those. I'm not going to screw around, but don't see a necessity to screw them up somehow. Oh boy, this is not going to be fun. This doesn't have enough slack. Not give me enough slack at all. Freaking A, man. It's easier to go from the bottom. I don't even know at this point. thing gets stretched over? Oh, there you go. You can have to like stretch this thing. It doesn't exactly fit. It's like pretty tiny and narrow until you actually start screwing it in. You're like, oh, okay. All right, I'm gonna put this one in and kind of leave it. Is that even? I probably should get like a legitimate screwdriver, to be honest. It isn't the best idea I've ever had. It's not a bad idea. I know if I take a screwdriver, just probably strip this thing in a second, go right through. It's not what I need. Patience is not a virtue of mine. Right, the other side, you kind of have to stretch it out and then push it down. But it does fit though. It's an awkward angle. Real awkward. You have to kind of hold this thing out and then screw it down. Going in easier, just this screwdriver sucks, so I'm going to need to get my drill to finish. This thing has 0 torque. Don't know why they gave me 4 screws. They gave me 2 more. It's like, am I missing something? I don't think so. Yeah. Don't know. Anyways, maybe it's if this thing breaks, you have to replace them or something. I don't know. Don't know. Yeah, you'll see here on the bottom, I'll give you a close-up look. They call this the scraper, this plastic piece. This is rubber. A bit disappointing, to be honest. I mean, this is steel that turns it, but apparently on the Ego, this thing is actually steel. So yeah, something, and it's only a 1-stage. The other one's a 2-stage. The more expensive one that Ego Greenworks makes. I'm looking inside here at this housing. I honestly am concerned. I mean, this thing seems to be working now, but it's like you can't jam. I mean, look, it sucks. I have to keep yanking on the damn thing. And you know when you're snow blowing, every other turn it's left, it's right. Maybe it's just I need to keep breaking it in. Maybe it's still stuck. The fact that it's like over here is kind of awkward. It's still like, look at this. I'm pulling on it, nothing. I don't want to go. Eventually this thing is going to break. I can't. And I can't get it to where it needs to go. It's a problem. Alright, so we'll start it. Hold the button. Ah. inconclusive. Greenworks Pro, I'd say poor quality. Unless the machine works, it's just the chute doesn't want to adjust the way it needs to. I'm not accepting this thing the way it is with this chute being in disarray. So you have it. I'll post an update and hopefully a fully, at least thought out video when they do address my problem and what the resolution is. So more to come, guys.